Very super generous donation. And I don't know if Metal Jack is here. Metal Jack, if you're not here, for those of you who know, you know, go and subscribe to that YouTube channel where I drop all the VODs. All right, this is from Metal Jack. It's an anime called Noragami Aragoto. Noragami Aragoto? And the name of the track is... Oh, I'm not going to get this. Kyouran, Hey Kids. I don't know, but this is it. Metal Jack, once again, thank you so much. That was a incredibly generous dono, and I look forward to you getting the opportunity to hear this on the YouTube channel when I drop it on there. Everybody, let's go. All right. Opie theme song, the oral cigarettes. Kind of got that seatbelts vibe, no? Big production on those background vocals. And these guys are really pushing the engineering envelope on a lot of things here. It's almost as if this era is also like a hyper focus on engineering to try to change some things up just in case things do get kind of pop contemporary pop milling out of music. Kind of still kind of continuing that other conversation, but now what they put a lot more emphasis on in the engineering is the trickery of, like right now they're using a lo-fi guitar sound and they keep tweaking with the engineering and the vocals and stuff like that. It's almost like if they're going to use these same chord progressions or these same kind of energy, now what we have to do to introduce something new is going to have to come through the engineering world. I'm just saying. Really quick, I do want to answer. Somebody just asked me a question briefly. Stand by for 1 second. I want to get there. Clay BCE, you are on this list and you're coming up in a few listens. So this is the recovery from that. Here we go. Yeah, it does have a little bit of the old Rush song riffage, but it's also got a little bit of Claudio's voice from Coheed. A little bit of a Stray Cats vibe there, for those of you who know. Is that? Yeah, you know, I think, you know, there was a little bit of that Stray Cats vibe there in those, in that last phrase that I was kind of catching. And I think a really good observation, somebody said something like kind of an angst pop kind of vibe. I don't know, when there's such a combination of genres as I don't know them, it's hard for me to say what I think it feels like. I kind of see a number in my head on where I may have remembered I've heard something like this, like in the year 1989 or 99 or 2000 or something of that nature. But yeah, that kind of, yeah, you know, Power of the Funk, what you're saying right there is also pretty consistent too. Excuse me, to how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's just hard for me to put that, you know, my thumb on it because I don't have that kind of experience on it. But one of the things that I'm listening to, I was like going, yeah, you know, I'm listening to the chord changes and stuff. Everything is pumping and rocking and stuff. But this, it seems like there's this emphasis now on the engineering process aspect of it. And whether that takes the song into another level, I think somebody had left a comment that it tends to get a little more overproduced and more noisier than it does organic and with the track. But the world's changing fast, man, and we're getting left in the dust, you know. So thank God that we have our own playlist we can pull together for our soundtrack of life. So thank you so much for that incredibly wonderful donation as well. I really, really appreciate it. That was very generous. You're definitely going to see your track up on that YouTube channel in the next week or so. All right, next up on my dono section, Kyouran. Remember, I'm making up for everybody who's going, well, wait a second, I just put in money. This is still coming from March 6th. And I have just a few more left here. And then we get right into the 10th. I don't even take a break. I go right into today's donos. Kyouran, this is a game called Ninja Gaiden. And it's a rock track. So let me see what we got here. Stand by. Darn it. I made a mistake on something here. My bad. Give me a second here. Okay, so this is stage 4-2 cover. So I guess everybody's pumped on the Ninja Gaiden. And I don't know much about the anime, obviously. But I know that Kyouran always throws the tracks in here to make me go, what's going on? Kyouran, this is for you. Thanks, buddy, for hanging out like usual. Here we go. Starbucks. He's doing the track at Starbucks. Epic. Who's getting the 80s vibes here? A Def Leppard, Maiden theme. Guitar player, super talented. Not bad for out of the box mixing. Nice harmonies on the lead and the melody there. What's cool about this is that I recognize and I remember the old iOS, like if you were using iMovie or something, you know, that title that's right here, it shows kind of in. So this must have been done a while ago. And for whoever this guitar player is, he's great. but it's very unique. When I'm looking at how old the push of the video is, and then I'm listening to the sounds that were probably like first level up. You buy your DAW and you get a drum kit and you get this, or you get, I mean, the sounds kind of dated and stuff like that. But the performance and I don't know, is this a cover? I guess this is a cover, Kyouran, of an original track in the game. Is that what this is, or was this the actual track? I'm not too sure. Oh, it's the cover. Okay, I see. From a Nintendo. Okay. All right. Sounded great, but it was nostalgic. The sounds of the module sounds and everything was extremely nostalgic and stuff. And but it did definitely. But it was also pulling from the 80s. Like I said, some Iron Maiden, some excuse me, any number of bands, you know, from that era. That was just kind of punchy metal. So, thanks, Kyouran. Oh, it's a cover of an 8-bit track. I should go check that out, actually. All right, wait. I got to get to... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Somebody donated $40,000? Oh, I'm sorry. That's 40,000 points. Shit. I was like going for $40,000. Let me write you an album. I was going to like write you like... You're going to give me $40,000. I'm paying rent for the whole year, and I'm going to sit there and you're going to tell me what's... That is hilarious. I'm sorry, that little dropout in audio you just heard was because Voice Meter's donation module popped up on me and shut everything off to abruptly disturb me in the middle of my session because it's forcing the donation on me. Love that. Love technology. It takes the wind out of the dono. It's almost like you buy something at a lunch truck and they spin it around for a 20% tip. Like the fucking, what the hell? Yeah, I am going to give them money. I just keep on forgetting. I got no problem with it. It's just... Really, I don't. They do a good service. The product is really cool. I got no problem. I just haven't gotten around to it. They're really aggressive about forcing you to accept, do the donation. But hats off for them. They give us a great product. All right, I digress. Kyouran, that was yours. Next one up is Scanvisor. Scanvisor, are you here with me, Scanvisor? Ooh, we're just really big on the animes today. This one is called One Piece. It's a pop track. Stand by. There you are, Scanvisor. How are you? Good to see you again. Let me see. This one is called Kokoro no Chizu. Chizu? Kokoro no Chizu. If I say that wrong, it's just so unique sometimes for me to pronounce because they have such unique flares in their syllables and their vowels and their consonants. Chizu. Chizu. Kokoro no Chizu. Yeah, maybe that was close. Scanvisor, like the usual, thank you so much for hanging out. All right, so let's do this for Scanvisor as we're catching up on our donos, everybody. Let's go. I really like this. What a great theme opening. A lot of guitar work going on in here. This has that 70s, early 80s sitcom theme vibe to it. But great melody though. Cool little modulation. lot of time on those background vocals. With the big definite ending. What a brilliant piece of thematic work to open a show. I guess it's a show title opening. At least that's the vibe that I got from it. I don't know. It just reminds me of all those, God, the days of the sitcoms when there was tons of them, in the 70s and in the early 80s, and the kind of songs that were written were very hook oriented, but nothing as fat as this. I mean, this is by no stretch of the imagination. So, some of those little, some of the themes for sitcoms weren't as heavily and enriched, orchestrally written and thick like this, but really super musical. I just was in a great mood. I have no idea what they're saying. I don't know what the anime is. I was definitely in a great mood as soon as I heard it. I mean, I wasn't 3 bars into it, and I was like, oh, I'm lit. We're good. This was good. I really fully dug this. Joyce DeWitt. Kyouran. Anyhow, come on, knock on your door. We've been waiting for you. Hear the kisses. This is it. Which is, okay, really quick, just a quick break while I look at this and get into it. Write down the first, like what just Almond just did right here. Come on, knock on your door. What was that from? You guys know? So now, whatever your favorite one is, right there, like your very first, the very first maybe lyrics, Okay. So let me get ready for the next one. Three's Company is right. Three's Companies are, Okay. The next one is for Clay BCE. Clay, you asked earlier, and this is you. Another game. We are going large on a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Anybody remember that? Anybody? What song? Huh? Trivia. So Clay BCE, this is another video game. This is called Reload. Oh, no, I'm reading it wrong. Persona 3 Reload. So let's see what we got here. I hope it was worth your wait. Thank you so much for the dono. Let's do this. And all right. You guys know this game? That sample. Glad they have the lyrics. It's making it fun to listen to. Super musical. Jeez. That funk guitar riffing in the back. Little sequence. Little organ riff back there. Bass players crushing. Ingwe on the Molly. Buried behind that piano is almost like a MIDI pad that mirrors it. Maybe it was double assigned or something. Drums crush. Love the sound of the snare. A fade, everybody. Let's go for a fade. That was a really super cool listen. I really appreciate that one. Who is? You're still here, aren't you? I did your track for you. I hope you're still here. You got it. Anyhow, Clay BCE, thank you for that. I really love that. Super fast, upbeat, and chill vibe. Super pumped that it actually had the lyrics on there, because that actually makes a little bit of a difference. If my eyes are associating with it, I actually listen to it differently, obviously. But you know, it's this super funk, kind of the seatbelts, that whole vibe. It's just what I'm beginning to realize about the world of anime is that it's got this kind of like, no, I guess I can't, no, you can't, I can't put it in a bottle whatsoever. But a lot of the tracks kind of have this really super sleek, detective-y kind of vibe to it. Everything's always in search of the answer. Even with the chord changes and stuff in the compositions, it's always looking for this and, you know, the hope of this and all that. It's, you know, always very exciting, very upbeat, you know. And, I mean, I know there's some anime tracks I've heard that are like, woof, there's a crusher. But at least the themes in general, you know, it's super punchy. Thank you with that. Subprime Umpire, are you here with me? We're going to be doing some hip-hop, guys. This one is called Death Grips. So Subprime Umpire. There you are. How are you? Good to see you. And this one is called Beware. So this is a hip-hop track. Subprime Umpire. Give me a little background on this track as I begin to play it. Let me know when you first heard this.
He come to me with money in his hand. He offered me. I didn't ask him. I wasn't knocking someone's door down. I was running from that. When I got out, I was in that. I was already through that. I had that. I had the studio. I went to the studio. Went to Fox Studios. I had it all. And I looked at it and I said, this is a bigger jail than I just got out of. I don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some
from a movie? Is this a clip from a movie?
Else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine. I deal the cards.
I really super dig the dark ambience of what's being created here.
I worship. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fists and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. And I know soon come my time, but in my mortal hell is burned. But I did not the time I'm taking past the point of no return.
I'm loving the fact that they're letting those power chords just ring out and empty out with ambiance. It's very pulling. Well, that changed. Oh, there it is. There's a little melodic thing happening. Somewhere in the back there. Worship death, cold blood night of serpents, breath exhale like smells from the endless nest in the bottomless well of emptiness. Channel to evoke what we represent. Secret order, elitist sword of creeping fire, seizing power. Pride is up, the loop is out. I am bomb, time is gone, blue light drawn, flight
till dawn. Sacrifice to rise beyond. Deep inside, the violent calm of the coming storm. And much more to glorify and
So I know that this was labeled as hip hop or something, but you know, I'm getting kind of Gojira vibes from it. I know that might sound so far left of what, you know, the genre that you may have put down there and stuff was, but I think it just has to do with the heaviness of the drums, the distortion, the saturated sounds of the vocals, and just letting those power chords ring out. I'm not catching a lot of the lyrics. I mean, I am, and I don't know what the substance of the track is, but yeah, it's the Gojira, the metal band, the French band. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm associating the style of the power chords and then Amazonia and the uniqueness of it. I don't know. There's just, or I'm just freaking old.
for life adored, with all their lives to become unborn. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fist and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship.
Full industrial vibes.
I am the beast I worship. I close my eyes and
Ooh, love that trap program right there.
fist and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I am the beast I worship. In a time before time, I'd never return. Scars like psychotropic stars. The smell of dawn. Flesh bled dry.
It's also got a little tinge of jump around. I don't know why it's affecting me that way. You know, the Cypress Hill? Or was it Cypress Hill? I don't know, I forget. I'm sorry, no offense, I don't know.
Direct connection to the source. Vestment of a natural force. Forever burning black doors. Wisdom of the old and true. Possessed by the chosen few. Shining through.
I love that. You hear it just occasionally.
And ever was. Inferno of witches' blood. Worship is not on bended knee. Nature knows not a mercy. To pray is to accept defeat. Power pisses on the weak. Now and beheaded by the beast. Beggar on a bitch's leash. Scum is desperate for relief. Worship is the way I ride. Witching currents through the heart. Storms that force, the false deny. Worship the flame with which I rise into apocalyptic skies.
I love that trap turnaround that gets programmed in there. So tight. Yeah, that might be a trumpet sample.
Wait for like no tomorrow, cause no hell there won't be one. For all who deny the struggle, the triumph and overcome. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fist and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I close my eyes and seize it. I clench my fist and beat it. I light my torch and burn it. I am the beast I worship. I am the
A little chattering back there. So that's actually part of the sample that's in there. All in. It's going for a little bit. Maybe there's some secret thing coming.
Man, seeing what's going on with it. If you guys got the CD thinking about hitting out here, Dave's gonna come through and smoke some. It goes.
Dang. There were so many elements about that pulled in so many different kind of, like I said, everything from Gojira to Jump Around. There were so many little things in there that reminded me of such unique tracks. And it was so well done. I think something else that was really cool about this track is the layered tone of their voices. It's almost like, you know, I when I ever fan-manned, not fanboy, I'm too old, but fan-manned over rap, it wasn't so much necessarily about the track within itself as much as it was the cadence and the tone of the rapper. And then secondary, I'd hear the words and stuff and glue that together and be mesmerized by it. But sometimes some of the more prolific standout rap style tracks are the ones that are, maybe that's why I kind of liken this a little bit to Jump Around, is because it's that layered voice that actually there's a little bit of a tone in it. You know, it's just kind of like 50 Cent when he did the birthday song, or It's My Party, or that very famous hit of his. He did it in a tone where he kind of had the tonic in the tone of his voice or something like that. That was really seductive in kind of a very unique way. Another thing is that the drum track in this program track, whatever it was really laid back, except the hi-hats were going, but it was boom, 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 you know, so that also lets the hi-hats in the 16ths kind of stand out a little bit. And then the final thing that was the coup de grace for me, that was the final, like, you know, charge, saber, forward listening experience, was the fact that they just didn't show any trying to not be authentic with just letting those power chords ring out for that whole, you know, measure. If, you know, ring, and they just let it ring, you know. It was a good sock in the punch, man. Punch in the gut. I can't talk.